All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I just want to quickly announce that I have a Twitter account. The link is down below. And I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video that you're going to want to add to your watch list. The previous one was Walgreens, WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance Inc. Today, I have another one. I did some coverage on it about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and it was at $24. It's now at $29, and there's so much more room for it going into the year for many different reasons. And I did a full thorough analysis on it. So if you're interested, I look forward to seeing your comments down below on Nano Dimensions. And by commenting down below, I can share the link with you to that previous video. So stay tuned till the end so that you know which ticker symbol it is, and comment down below if you would like to watch that video. So, Nano Dimensions, it actually broke through resistance and it brought itself back down, right? 50-day moving average is catching up to it, but we have some news. ARK Invest continues to buy. Now, as this stock was falling today, I can just see Nano Dimensions saying opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. And it's getting in an area where it's about to cross $10 if it continues to pull up moving forward. And also, the highest point we've seen on the chart in the last couple of months and the last year is 1048, 1050 basically. We haven't reached that yet. Now, when you zoom out, you can see that the stock has been pretty volatile upwards and downwards, but it's kind of going in that consolidation sideways movement. Now, I can see why ARK Invest was so bold today. They actually loaded up shares, hundreds of thousands of shares. We're going to look at that in just a moment. This is our new resistance and support, and the 50-day moving average we're going to go over in a few moments. But let's see how much ARK Invest invested from yesterday to today in each portfolio. So, this is ARKW. They had 3,695,325 shares yesterday. They were not too bold or bullish on this yesterday. They were kind of hesitant. And the reason being is because they saw opportunity for this to either go lower and load up on more shares, or they wanted to see how it was going to react towards the end of the week. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. So now ARKW has a total amount of about almost 100,000 shares, 70,000 more shares. They went from, right, 3,695,000. I know that there's 325 here. I'm just kind of talking about this as briefly as possible and quickly as possible so that we just know. But it was 3,695,000 in that area. And now they are at a total amount of 3,765,000, right? That's a big change. That's about 70,000 shares. And if you look at the market value from yesterday to today, it didn't move by much. And they're not scared of that. That's when they're making these bold statements of buying large amounts of shares, saying, hey, we see more room. Like, this is nowhere near, finishing its run. Yeah, the pullbacks, the volatility, yeah, that's the market. We see more from Nano Dimensions. That's a big deal there. So, ARKQ, this is where Nano Dimensions started. We've been watching it since it was in the 3 millions. I knew it was going to reach 5 million. And now it's at 5,265,734 shares as of yesterday. And let's look at how many shares they have today, how much they added. So now they have 5,469,167 shares. That right there is a big switch. That's literally 204,000 shares added. And look at the market value, 49 million, 49 million. Again, they're not scared. They're not worried. Let's keep loading up. There's more room here. Those are the things coming across from these bold statements as they continue to buy. They keep on loading on to shares, adding it to their ETFs, and they're double dipping. It's not like ARKQ anymore is alone. It's ARKQ and ARKW. Big deal here. big stuff for Nano Dimensions as a company, big stuff for ARK Invest moving forward, being so bold, being so bullish, and just making that statement so clear that we're going to continue to buy. And they buy every day. Whether it's a few thousand or over 100,000 shares, they're buying. They've bought a lot in the last couple of days, and they bought a lot today. So that's a big statement. So let's see here our resistance and support. So the 50-day moving average here is 897, right? That's where we're at. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. Our support level here is 892. If that gets broken through, we need to watch this carefully. We need to see how it reacts. And I know this is pretty broad, but it's always good to know these other support levels just in case the volatility goes in that direction. And your next support level after that is 832. So you want to watch that carefully as well. Now a little bit closer, which is the lowest point reached in the day, is 880. But the first support level is 892 before worrying about any of those lows. Now, on the other hand, we have our resistance. That's 942. If that gets crossed, the bulls will maintain momentum. And I want to emphasize they need to break through that so that the 50-day moving average does not catch up to the price and work its way up closer to it. And by default, putting this stock in bearish territory. So 942 needs to be crossed, turn into a support, and the stock needs to continue to pull up. And the highest point reached in the day was 970. So that right there is our most important resistance level moving forward. But before getting there, 942 needs to be broken through and turn into a support. Now, I know some people are saying there might be another stock offering once this breaks through $10, maybe $12. I don't know if that will happen again, because the whole point of the offerings was to, collect cash on hand for the company to use it, for innovative purposes and business purposes, whatever it is that they're trying to do, or correct their balance sheets or something. They have a plan with that, but some people are saying that could happen. So I wanted to go ahead and ask, what are the investors' sentiment right now? And that's you guys as the viewers and everyone coming across this video about a direct offering. Do you think that would be good for the company to continue to do this moving forward? Or do you see one coming? Or how do you feel that if this stock did not have a direct offering for some time, how far it can run up? That's a pretty interesting stuff to see. And I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on that. I believe that a direct offering might not happen. I think they've actually received all the cash on hand that they needed for now. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I don't see one happening. The only benefit right now of that happening is large institutional investors continuing to load up on shares like ARK Invest, millions at a time. That's the only thing I could really see, which would still make a bold statement and show how bullish institutions are. But I don't think they'll do that against the chart anymore moving forward, I believe, for a while, unless they need to. But I think this stock can definitely break through $10 and not have an offering. A lot of people say, hey, this is going to break through $10 and there's going to be another offering. That's all possible. But I don't see that happening. I think that it's going to move forward in a way where it can naturally grow organically and not have that type of reaction. And the fact that ARK Invest is buying hundreds and thousands of shares at a time, when it falls a little bit, that goes to show too how they feel about not seeing a direct offering for a while. So every little dip is an opportunity to buy what they would normally buy in a direct offering, right? So every time it dips every 2 or 3 days, they're loading up, and then in 1 week, they buy millions of shares in total through those dips. That's another thing I'm noticing. But who knows? So I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts and beliefs on that. But So far, the fact that ARK Invest continues to load up, those bold statements are strong and they signify something. So, for all of you guys that have stayed to this point in the video and interested in knowing what ticker symbol to add to your watch list, that ticker symbol is ALGM. Some of you might be like, what? I've never heard of that. Or some of you may have already watched that video where I did a full thorough analysis on it. Or you have come across it, but you've overlooked it or didn't know much about it. I highly recommend putting it on your watch list. It's been growing since I talked about it. I talked about it 2 to 3 weeks ago. So if you guys are interested in more information on that particular stock and a full thorough analysis, comment down below any information about Nano Dimensions, how you feel about it, or just comment, hey, share the link, and I'm going to share the link to that video with you. But you definitely want to go ahead and add that to your watch list. You also want to add Walgreens moving forward. There's a lot of potential for these stocks, and I may do an updated video on ALGM just to give you guys another thorough analysis moving forward and what I'm seeing on the chart. But some great stocks here that I want you guys to add. You definitely want to have them on your radar. Do your due diligence, do your research. And if you're a first-time viewer and investor coming across this channel, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watch this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.